Hey FFBE, what's going on? So here we are at Golbez and the Shadow Dragon. This is sort of like the harder, more difficult version of the first version. And you know what? We're going to do this with pretty much just Golbez exclusively. All this little text it has down here, just that it's saying, you know, we're just going to kind of ignore that. Okay, so no continues, no items, clear without an ally being KO'd. We're going to get all that done. We're going to set up, turn 1, we're going to set it all up. Turn 2, we're going to change what Golbez does, and then just leave it on repeat. We're going to go make a pizza or whatever, and then we're going to come back and the boss is going to be dead, okay? So this is a pretty much repeat from turn 1 strategy. You won't have to put in like multiple different like key combinations and do all of that. And nah, it's none of that. So I'm going to go ahead and go through the gear first, and then I'll show you the rotation. Or I say rotation, but it's really just like turn 1 in your set. Okay, so Barbricia does her LB every turn. If you copy the gear or get gear very similar to it or better gear, then you can do this this way. Barbricia's LB, let's go ahead and take a look at it, is a 85% spirit break, so you don't need things like Earthbreaker and stuff like that to get the break. Instead, you can use this and just have her LB every single turn. And then Paladin Cecil is death immune and he has dark resistance, but otherwise he's just a tanky boy. We'll go over him in a minute. Golbez is built for damage for Dragon Killer and Human Killer, and you know, his high MP and high magic that we can get on him. Rubicante and anyone else. So I picked King Got from the friend point pool. So King God is going to carry this trial here. They're just going to chain Chaos Wave Awakened. That's all they're going to do. So they're chaining Chaos Wave Awakened so that more damage can be done there. And Golbez can chain into it. Let's go ahead and look at the gear. We'll start with Golbez because I know that's what people want to see is Golbez. So we're going for all free-to-play gear that is currently available, and either from login rewards, 5-star base, trust masteries, or STMRs, or Chronicle Battle gear. Okay, so you can see the gear there, and then the vision card is the Oliveira vision card. You could get this done with any vision card that has magic or MP on it. It doesn't matter. I mean, honestly, the worse gear you have, it just means it takes longer. This trial literally can be done with any gear on Black Mage Golbez. All right, so we see that his MP isn't capped with this build, his magic is capped, and his equipment TDH is capped with this build. Let's look at his human and magic killer. His human killer is capped out at 200%, and his dragon killer is capped out at 300 and 200. Yep. All right. And for fun, we'll take a look at Rubicante and King Glot next. Rubicante is just, since he's doing Chaos Wave Awakened Blizzaga chaining, we threw Lunar Eclipse Rod on him because that gives Lunar Ice Magic, which is a buff for all of those ice magic skills, so that's kind of cool. And then just some trial reward gear. Every single person on the team, this is actually really important, I forgot to say this at the beginning. Every single person on the team has paralyzed resistance, and every single person on the team has some source of HP recovery for the strategy. Because if you go into a long fight, it keeps halving your HP, and whenever you get down to 1 HP, if you get that far in, half of 1 the game regards as 0, and you go to 0 HP. So you actually need some kind of HP recovery. It doesn't have to be much. It could be like literally 1 HP per turn, but you need some kind of HP recovery. So I threw a Galbana Lilies on him. And he has big old killers on him, and then I threw a magic card on him. Okay, let's go ahead, and with Cryo Scrunchy is how he's getting his paralyzed resistance. King Gyot has terrible maces. These terrible maces from Fujin and Raijin with 100 magic on them. Oh my god, is he actually equipping these? He's dual wielding them with Love for Trabia. And then he's got MP recovery with Arden's Hat, Rabastrante, Dancer's Clothing, and Invigorator, just so he can actually cast everything and not run completely out of mana. Aaron Yes Ring allows him to cast his Chaos Wave Awaken move every turn. He's also going to be casting Blizzard and Imperiling a little bit, so those two can do a little bit more Cecil is going to be doing... oh, actually, we don't need that. We need Mythraven Blade. Wow. He could be tankier. A lot tankier. So we're going to do... he has Paralyze Immunity. He has Death Immunity with Genji Shield. And he has Innate Provoke, because there is a preemptive tech. If you can luck it out, you could run him with like an ability provoke. Like you could use provoke abilities. But the problem with that is it does do a preemptive one single target attack. You could keep trying it until you got it right and he targeted Cecil the first time. But I'm just going for the Moogle Charm and getting him up to 100%. Otherwise, he's just built for a little bit of HP recovery and then lots of HP. He has Death Resist, 100% Dark Evasion or Dark Resist, and lots of HP and Paralyze Immunity. All right, and then Barbaricia. This is her build for her using her LB every single turn. All right, so we have Angel's Brush and Medicinal Staff, Angel's Brush being Realm STMR, and Medicinal Staff being Dr. Aiden's STMR. Arcat Elephant's Dress, Barbaricia's Bangles, her own STMR, or is that her team? That's her STMR. Invigorator, Brain Teaser's Membership, Determined to Defeat the Empires, giving her Paralyze Immunity and 200% LB gauge fill rate. Moodmaker and Tetrasulfide Synergy, so she can dual wield. Her vision card is a crimson colored light. That way we can get the LB gauge fill per turn, 500 off of that. Okay? So with this build, she is 100% going to get her LB every single turn. Okay? So that's everybody. Let's go ahead and go in, and I will show you the rotation, quotation marks. You just do it every single turn and you'll be fine. All right, so the only thing Paladin Cecil's ever going to do, ever, is he's going to guard. All right, so there's that preemptive strike where it hits everybody. So we guard with Paladin Cecil. First with Barbaricia, we use her LB. Okay. And then with Black Mage Golbez on the first turn, we're going to use, not Provoke, we're going to use Give Your Power to Meteor and Twin Moon, and then we'll go ahead and use Ruler of the Night because it's fun. Wait for that to finish. All right, Rubicante is going to do triple cast, and he's going to do Blizzaga Chaining. And King Gyot is going to do quadruple cast, and he's going to do 3 Blizzards, or 3 Blizzagas, I'm sorry, and then 1 Blizzard. So he'll finish up with an Ice and Peril at the end. Okay? So we'll go ahead and chain those guys together. Alright, and here's where our damage is actually going to come in on this turn. So we're going to reload everybody, and the only thing we're going to change is Black Mage Golbez's move. Alright, so reload everybody. Black Mage Golbez is going to do Meteor. Okay, so we start with Barbaricia, and we do Paladin Cecil. Wait for them to finish. Hit Black Mage Golbez. Wait for the few meteors to come from the sky, and then chain Rubicante and King Gyot. Okay, that nearly kills Shadow Dragon, and from here on out, we can use the repeat function to just do the same thing every single turn. If you're not sure about the repeat function, it's up here in Options. Turn on all battles and repeat last sequence. That will repeat everything identically to how you entered it in the last turn. So we're just going to go ahead and do that. It's going to hit Barbaricia first with her LB, and then Paladin Cecil's going to guard. Golbez is going to use his Meteor, and then Rubicante and Gyot are going to do their Chaos Wave Awaken chaining. Now we have Golbez, who is the enemy Golbez, who is at 48% HP, and we should get him killed by, I want to say turn 6, although no promise on that. Could be turn 7. So let's go ahead and just see. It's going to do the LB from Barbricia, Meteor from Golbez, all 33%. We're getting close. We might push to turn 7. I'm thinking it's going to be turn 7, and it'll be a because this is literally just you let it win. You let Golbez and his entire party. Really, it's King Yaw that's carrying this team for everybody. It's King Yaw. Let's be serious. Without him, this fight just wouldn't happen. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get the 17%. I think we'll be knocked down to something like 3. But you can see how much HP we lost that last turn because it's a fractional. If we didn't have some sort of HP recovery on every single person, then that would have taken us down to like 1 or something. And then the next time he does that move, if you don't have enough DPS, it would have taken you to 0. So you want to make sure you have some kind of HP recovery for this strategy. All right, turn 7. Unfortunately, it's turn 7. Variance. Variance, what a thing. What a cruel mistress variance can be. I got this on turn 5 once. I tried this a whole bunch of times before recording the video, and I did get it on turn 5 once. So let's go ahead and take a look at the damage report. Get our damage report up here. Black Mage Golbez did 5 billion. Rubicante did a nice 435 million. So, you know, he's not terrible over there. And that's it. That's the whole fight there. Let's take a look at the damage there. Boom, 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 boom. All right. So hopefully this guide helped you guys get that Lapis, get the, I don't know, what else are the rewards in there? Lapis. Oh, this isn't the Lapis one. This is the recipe for Golbez's armor. That's right. So this armor is actually incredible on him, and I'll be using this armor in many videos to come. Because he's just too good. He's a one-stop all, like, he supports himself, and he could clear most content probably by himself. He might need a tank to come with him. So thank you guys for watching. Much love, and peace.